No,
We have like two.
I've started recording.
We have like 2 hours ago, guys. Let's go.
Right, so welcome back to Exaulted.
We actually have more people this time.
Yeah. Now there's no combat.
Unfortunately, this has been a pain in the ass to get set up.
Yes, well, OBS just likes deleting stuff apparently.
Technical difficulty.
Yep. Alright.
So after you, I'm not even gonna comment.
So, last week you defeated a rather nice looking man.
Yes, a true charmer through and through. Yes, that chap.
A big, round murder chappie. Where Gray was expecting us to run away, but did not happen.
That was an option.
Through sheer bloody exalted stubbornness. And, frankly, Cloud, remembering which end of the spear was the pointy end.
And the fact, remember, you also have thrusting on your spear too.
Yes, I remember that now.
I mean, let's be honest, it probably wouldn't have helped in this case because that was a fucking beef tank.
Yeah. Yeah, there is that.
The only way we got through him was just wearing his dodge out.
Yeah, well, the thing is, I'm great at dealing with people with a high dodge value because I can just slip into combat stealth and so hit them from surprise and they have no dodge.
And unawares?
Yeah. The problem is with high soak characters,
hey, guys.
I don't have much. Yeah.
Hey, I'm reading up on these wounds and how to apply damage on page 150, and apparently you don't overwrite, you move it down.
What?
For instance, if you get bashing damage and then lethal is applied, the bashing damage just moves down the list and the lethal goes over the zeros. So if you have 2 bashing damage, 0 and a -1, and you take a lethal, it becomes a 0 is lethal, and 2 -1 boxes are bashing.
I got it. So basically everything would get moved down the list, so you would fill up.
Okay, that actually makes it a lot easier to knock people out.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm just looking at it and going like, hey, so that's a thing.
Yep, that's not
So so you're basically dead if you get an X in the last box, right?
Yes.
Not dead,
Well,
you're dying.
Yeah. If you are not stabilized, you will die pretty quick with an X in your in-cap box.
But if you get a
Slash in your
slash, you're
that's
sleeping.
unconscious.
Yeah,
you
you have a number of dying levels below incapacitated equal to your stamina rating, and every inactive action you take, you fill one of those.
And if
Once
you
they're
get a
full,
little,
you're dead.
and if you get a little star sign, you've been obliterated.
No, that's just harder to get rid of.
Okay.
Yeah. Aggravated, sometimes you'll have aggravated damage that ignores certain forms of soak, but it's not, and it's harder to heal. It won't necessarily overkill you. It will just kill you.
Mm-hmm.
It's overkilling, I think.
I mean, it's exalted, yes.
Ultra murder
I'm
death.
still confused. Overkill. What is overkill?
And Gray is thus confirmed as a secret US Marine.
It's the thing we do to
Overkill
your.
is the Eye of Autocathon.
Okay, remember when we played Dragons and Dragons? You had this big encounter that you set up, and then we kind of walked through it. That's what happened.
It's pretty much every encounter I do.
Yeah, true enough.
Anyway,
Nah.
we've started. We should probably get started.
Yeah, no, people are here for a game. So,
Start? No.
where we left off, you just defeated the big baddie and all his evil minions, and yeah, so over to you now. You've just got to deal with the
Grove itself.
Yep, and the tiger in the middle.
Yeah, so we need to first of all stabilize the goddess, and then, well, one of the
Well,
more.
first of all, we need to get to her through all this crap.
True, but now that we know we can safely burn it,
We don't.
have all that.
How about we go over there and do a diagnostic? Just.
Yes, we'll have to get through the crap to do that.
That's why I'm saying we pull out the resin and burn the crap that's in the way.
Honestly, Cloud's just gonna pull out his new diclave that he finally has the experience to pay for, and start cutting away with that.
Fair enough.
While, of course, sending various prayers to the goddess here that she forgive him for doing this, because kind of fucking up the grove.
Somebody go grab the. Somebody go and get the tributes out of the tribute wagon. And roll those up. I'll go do that.
Tributes.
We didn't.
You did.
I think
you did.
she'll forgive you for how you're saving her life, but yeah.
You never know with God. Some of them are just never satisfied.
I'm sorry, do you have Occult 3 and Lore 4?
Nope.
You don't know anything about gods.
Nope.
You could roll to find out if he knows anything about gods.
But I can assume I know nothing about gods, so anything I may say about gods while in the form could be right or wrong, dependent.
I would be rolling at 4 dice if I did that.
Well, int occult 2.
Oh, so here we go. There we go. I know 3 things about gods.
Why are we wasting good rolls on dumbass int occult checks, ladies and gentlemen? We have slightly more important things to do.
So watch the next time he adamant rolls. He rolls a botch and accidentally kills the goddess.
I'm
But
not.
we know enough now that we know enough that we can actually tell whether burning this part of the grove will piss her off.
True.
I mean, isn't the whole thing about like being a fertility goddess that there is burning and rebirth type deal? So it's not
Yeah.
necessarily.
I mean, that was going to be half of the content of my prayers, so...
There you go. I'll let the expert do his job. There's nothing for me to steal here. Or
You're
wait,
correct.
is there? Give me a second.
There's plenty there to steal. A goddess is sitting right there.
The thing here to steal is something that you do not want to steal because, oh god, you don't want to be part of that.
No,
Great,
I don't see.
congratulations.
Awareness, perception. I did not see anything to steal. There's nothing here. It's just wood.
Just full of blood.
You
Yeah,
trip
it's
over a
wrong.
root, and now you're gonna have to spend hours getting this crap out of your hair.
Oh no!
Yeah.
Oh no, the hair's been messed up.
I'm wearing a hood. How can it get in my hair from my hood?
Because
It's
you
like
fell
cat
forward,
hair,
the
it
hood
just
came
does.
off.
Yeah.
Oh great.
It's actually
No.
just stabbed straight through the hood.
Oh, I bring my hood back up because no one can see my face on the hood. It's embarrassing.
Your
Because I
face
am a
is
very-
embarrassing.
I am a very pretty man under this hood. I have appearance of 4, so
That's what you keep telling everyone anyway.
yes.
No one's actually
No,
seen
that's
your
what-
face.
Yeah, no one has.
Well, to be fair, right about now, the ground has, along with the tree roots.
Yes, I have face
And if
planted.
there's a god in those tree roots, it will have seen his face.
Let's see
If, of
now.
course, it's not blind.
Continuing
If, of
on,
course, it's not
people.
blind.
Let us actually heal this place, get the food going again, so we can get some proper industry going on back into our communist utopia.
I'm going to help axing my way, Cloud axe his way through the undergrowth, but can I suggest that the Zenith considers if there's any last rites that need to be delivered to the corpse of the abomination behind us? And yes,
Burn it.
look, players.
Yeah, great. I have
People
a
watching.
picture. I
Out
have
of character. I
I
know
have a-
full well it's a Death Knight. I rolled
Yes.
really badly last session. I don't actually know it's a Death Knight.
I mean, I did inform you.
Oh, you did? Okay, I missed. What? the
You
fuck
weren't
is-
listening. I thought you were going la 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 la.
I'm
Why
pretty
would I
sure
be
the first
doing
words out of my
that?
mouth once I'd stopped throwing up were, "Oh fuck, that was a Death Knight."
Oh, yeah. Yeah, out of character, I remember that. I didn't remember.
Hey, Gray, I have a picture for you for to use for lay celestial
Yep.
being.
Nah, too much fire, not enough growth.
Okay.
Also,
Which is
it
a
was
rare
a
sentence.
white tiger.
Yeah, I can just touch that thing and cause it to dissolve into smoke.
Can I request you go ahead and do that while we're cutting through? Because I want... This thing was hard enough to kill when it was alive. I don't want to have to deal with this thing as an angry ghost.
You
And
killed
again-
everybody. Woo!
Technically speaking,
That's
as
the
long as it
correct-
delivers the correct...
Hey,
No.
yo.
If it delivers the correct prayers while doing it, it's actually a form of cremation and a burial rite, and thus it's the exact opposite of desecration.
He
If it
gets
does it
back.
without praying, then it's
He get-
desecration.
He gets back up and shouts, "Phase 2, motherfuckers!"
Oh, god damn it, enough of this Final Fantasy bullshit.
You have not seen my final form yet.
Suddenly grows 6 wings and an abdomen.
Oh, fuck off!
becomes a giant man centaur being with flapping into space.
I mean,
Every
to be fair,
movie-
it begins looking like that in the image. I could see that turning into some kind of weird.
You know the worst part is that
what?
is actually a charm that they can have. I mean, it's not nearly. He's not anywhere near the power level that would be required, but it's absolutely a thing that can happen.
Oh no! What a shame he can't have it.
Oh, so there's actually a charm, which is you have not seen my
There's
final
actually
form.
a charm that straight up says, when you die, you don't die. You turn into a big fuck off demon looking thing, and then go in for round 2.
Yeah.
Just
Fortunately,
It
I'm
only
just
works
gonna make-
once, and you have to activate it before the fight. But if it happens, boom.
I'm not making any related notes here at all.
Can I just observe that telling the GM this is a terrible idea, but we've done it anyway, so let's just move on.
He would have found it eventually anyway.
Look,
You're,
this only makes the future more interesting. All right.
Well,
Hey,
there
it
is that.
just means that we get to have a kick-ass boss battle, and then it gets back up when we have an even better boss battle that we can just chump.
Anyway,
I'm
so-
reminded of that old phrase, may you forever live in interesting times.
Anyway, so Gray, go ahead.
clearing the bramble. Let's just call them brambles for now.
Sure.
Yay.
I called him Bone Bracken, but that works too.
Yeah, brown bracken.
Are you
So-
going to make us roll for that, or can we
Yeah.
reasonably get through it?
Um,
Oh, you are going to make us roll for that? Okay.
yeah.
What'll it be?
Strength,
This
athletics.
is gonna sound weird, but intelligence melee?
Yes, actually that works.
I
Wow.
actually, yeah, that's quite a good combo. Well said, whoever said that.
Well, I can't do nothing about that.
Well,
I've
yeah,
got 3 dice of intelligence and 0 in melee, but I do have 3 dice in martial arts.
I think between Cloud and myself, we've at least got an okay idea.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you're probably about to start just hacking through willy-nilly when you realise that the ones here are a bit different.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
The entity kind of like fawns are more kind of like tubules. Yeah,
Tubules?
yeah. Basically, they're like a bunch of needles, and you kind of
Like-
realise probably touching them would be a bad idea because it looks like they would just drain whatever they touched.
Oh dear.
How
They're,
common are they? Are they just on the ends of the bracken, or are they sort of all over it?
At the end of every spike, but every spike seems to point in every direction.
They're
Oh.
essentially
Oh.
it's essentially
yeah.
syringes full
Yes.
of
Well,
needles.
no, not full of anything. They're actively draining.
Yeah.
So
Which arguably is worse. I mean, to be fair, if we could resist a poison, that's not so bad. Having essence leech, that fucking sucks.
Mm.
Well, it would be moats in this case, but yeah. I don't
Well,
think
they're
they would.
exsanguinating blades.
Exsanguination ferns, yeah.
And presumably there's enough all around that we... Can we see if there's any sort of lighter patches, or is it pretty much all-encompassing as we get closer?
It pretty much surrounds the entire kind of grove.
Okay.
Alright, let's do this the long way and just, smash every one of them without actually touching it.
Are they moving at all? Do they seem to like have a preternatural intelligence that juts out anything that may be moving with essence nearby?
Not that you can see.
Can I use awareness intelligence to watch them? So say when anyone gets close enough.
No, I say you watch. If you watch, you just watch them for a time. No, they don't seem to be moving. They're more like
Okay.
a static track rather than an active hunting.
Okay, that's good enough. Well, if we're just really careful, we can just spend a lot of time hacking through.
It's not like we have anything else to do.
Mm-hmm. So
on
we're
the
just
other
gonna.
hand, time is probably of the essence here, literally.
Yeah, we might have time. I'm not 100% sure the goddess does.
Well, we could do another thing where we just do a handhold foot. I mean, it's how large
On
is
the
the
other
bracket?
hand, Gray, how sharp are we talking here?
Probably pretty sharp, but probably also pretty thin.
Because I'm wearing an orichalcum suit of armor.
Are you just planning to bulldoze your way straight through?
at least enough to get her out of this.
Here's a question: is it a patch or is it a wall type thing?
It's kind of a continuous patch.
Okay, so we would basically have to cut a path through.
Oh.
Yeah.
From what Gray's saying, it's like a sort of, to me at least, it sounds like ground cover just all over the area.
Basically,
near the goddess.
from the lip of the area through down to where she is just completely covered. It's grown everywhere.
So actually, the Orichalcum the Orichalcum armor suit romping its way through. How's your athletics?
My athletics is... no, it's 1 and I have strength 3.
I think this would be more stamina.
Question: do these bushes count as creatures of darkness?
They're
Yes,
plants of darkness.
That's still a creature of darkness, so...
Flora
Okay.
of darkness.
Well, what I can do is I can activate my anima ability, and it'll give me double defense against dark creatures.
Alright.
I mean, that's, to be fair, that means that you could at least go in with Cloud, but I would still have Cloud leading the way on grounds the fact that he's got a sealed or nearest damn it.
And
Orichalcum
also
suit.
a red jade Grandiculate that I can just drag behind me.
By the way, when you
Why
said...
not drag it in front of you?
Because that's... Well, actually, that's a good question.
When you said what, Serpentis?
No. Sorry, I was trying to think if there was any other way I could think of to get around the problem. And the trouble is, the only way I could think of doing it would be... I mean, Gray, in rough distance, how many feet are we at the edge of this ground cover from the goddess?
Yeah, you're at the edge.
No, but how many feet does the, say, ground cover? Because I have a really stupid plan, and I want to get rid of it before Cloud starts romping his way through.
30 to 40?
That's across?
No, to the centre.
The
That's
thought
radius?
occurs... Yeah. Ground cover. It's like he said it was a circular patch going out from around it.
Think of this as kind of like a circular dip in the ground. You've been fighting at the edge, and the goddess is in the centre of this depression.
Think of a bowl
wait.
full of cockaburs. That's essentially what we're looking at here.
You said it was a... How deep does it go? Because I've suddenly realised there's a problem in the plan.
It's probably about a 10-foot drop to the centre, which over the time is not that steep, but it's a notable incline.
I'm not worried about the incline. I'm more worried about the fact that by the sounds of it, this is going to get very quickly above Cloud's head. And I don't believe he has a helmet.
Well, I mean, he didn't say that it filled the entire thing, did he?
It's probably about
Like,
chest
filled
height.
it to the brim.
Oh,
No.
chest height. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in
it
that
doesn't
case-
fill to the brim of it. It's just covering the
You wouldn't be
entire
able to
thing.
see something in the middle if it was filling that deep.
True. In that case, my stupid idea is really stupid because I was going to suggest a fastball special from one of the stronger characters, throwing one of the lighter ones in. Cloud should just go in.
I just love the idea that you're just throwing another player in and just watching them. Oops.
I was actually thinking
If
the
they
same
threw
thing.
well enough, they'd miss the bramble and get to the goddess. Look, get help worked for Thor and Loki, alright?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Thor had like 9 strength.
Yeah, true enough. I'm absolutely sure of that. In which case, Cloud probably ought to start. Anybody with a high stamina resistance should probably follow him, because they're the most likely people to resist any needly effects while giving Cloud a hand if he needs one.
I have no melee, so I don't know if I can do much.
Well, that would be me.
Ow.
Do you need anything stolen or shot at? Just let me know. I'm over here.
I can do the paperwork.
That's, to be fair, we will need the paperwork to explain what the fuck just happened here. But no, I don't think I need anything stolen on grounds of the fact I have no intention of stealing a giant face full of needly essence drain. Thank you.
Well, I'm just saying, like, if you need me to contribute.
Maybe you could steal the goddess.
Don't steal the goddess.
If I spend enough...
Stealing her out of this particular predicament. Unfortunately, unless you get something, you'd probably need to make contact.
Yeah, and herein lies the problem.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Steal the brambles so they go away.
This isn't Fallout. You can't just steal the trousers off of
Okay, if I spend
You can do whatever you want.
if I spend all my larceny,
That's
my
correct
point, my
answer.
motes in my first larceny excellency, and then do stealing from plain sight, and that works within a certain range. I wonder if I can just steal the goddess from that area. If I spend 1 willpower, 5 modes, and all my larceny and all my
oh my God, he's actually
larceny
doing
essence.
this.
just a fair warning. The max amount of dice you could get out of your excellency is your attribute plus your ability. So in this
You
case,
can double
larceny,
your pool.
All right, so that would mean I have so if I'm doing so would this be strength larceny or what would I be doing, Gray, for that? I'm curious. How about larceny resistance? No, wait, no, that's two
no, that's
ability.
2 abilities. I mean, if you're doing something as
Larceny
blatantly,
stamina?
No, wits
Yeah.
larceny. Wits larceny. I'm doing a ridiculous thing.
Yeah, what I'm going to do. I'm going to say to begin with, you're going to need 5 successes because this is a completely stupid thing to be doing.
Okay,
yes, it is.
5,
Welcome to Exalted.
But I am not going to disagree.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Alright.
Charm normally costs 5 modes. To steal an item you can't reach, you have to spend 1 willpower.
I am spending 1 willpower. Like, is this marked off or is this gone permanently?
Oh no, you never. Willpower is never.
It would be
lost
marked off.
permanently from
Yeah.
Alright,
spending.
so-
Basically, just click the box under it. They should have a slash should pop
And
up.
we can let's go for it. Huzzah!
5 successes. You did it.
I mean,
Okay.
I would observe one fact: defenders win ties.
The thing is,
I
there's
said
no
fi-
defender.
No, there's no defender. I said you needed 5 successes to do it. 'cause
Yeah,
it's
this is
it's
true.
stupidly
So
hard.
actually,
Okay.
Tell me how you've done this. Tell us all how the hell you did this.
yeah, Adam,
hey.
come on, Adam.
No. So I told you.
No, you're explaining it. Adam.
Here's the thing, though. We don't notice this until his DB refreshes.
While
3
you all
All
are
of us are
talking,
arguing about this, and then he just kind of just
folks,
fades back into existence next to us, holding the goddess.
I
It takes
know
us a full minute to realize the
if
goddess
it's
is gone.
if the goddess is really the goddess is there, right? So it's like a big tiger lady.
Yes.
If memory
So
serves, there's an
while y'all
alternate
are like
level
looking at the brambles, checking, doing a thing, I basically poking you on the back and say, "Hey, she's over here."
What the- Please tell me you stole the Altar 2 just for the principle of it.
Can't really say I can't steal. I can only steal one thing at a time.
Right, okay.
So that was 8. That's 8 motes.
Oh,
Also,
God.
my cat's 8 motes plus 5, so 13 motes. So I have used all personal motes.
Wow.
Oh dear. I don't know what to say for that.
So my
Exalted!
cast mark is burning a bit.
Yeah, to be fair, nobody is going to complain on that one. This is the time when you do, you pop gas masks to do stupid things like that. Because every now and again they work. Okay, so now that the goddess is amongst us, anybody God speak and want to have a chat?
I speak Old Realm, yes.
Maybe you have a chat with her or someone else. Anybody else know how to fix up a goddess?
I mean, I'm basically just going to first ask her, okay, what do we need to fix on you? Except much more reverent and whatnot. Of
Yes.
course.
Obviously. So, yeah.
I can also act as an interpreter if anyone needs it. She probably knows River speak, but
Yeah. Old Realm probably would be nicer to her ego if you've got it.
not to mention she's panicked and all that, so...
And just managed to somehow, through solar bullshit, get pulled out of a,
Look,
yeah, that probably increased the panic.
it's
not
only
gonna lie.
I don't think even she knew how this happened.
No, I'm willing to bet she hasn't the flying fuck idea how that just happened.
So yeah, she's going to be.
Solar bullshit technique knows no bounds.
What? How? why I have so many questions.
Yeah, so do we, and we work with him.
Look, just be happy you were being held by something, or this wouldn't have worked. You were in something's possession.
Actually, that's an incredibly good point. That's a very specific imitation of his charm, isn't it? It wouldn't have worked if the Brambles hadn't held him.
Yes.
I'd forgotten
Actually,
oh, that's brilliant. Oh, dear.
charm is an attempt to steal something in plain sight. It doesn't say anything.
We can see it!
Held by something.
Even better! Oh, dear. Right, okay. As someone who has no ability to help at all in this, can I suggest the people that do crack on?
Well, got her. That's my
Basically,
job.
I'm going to ask her, okay, how badly are you hurt and what might we need to do to fix it?